Mackenzie's Magical Homeschooling Adventures. Every weekday, a bright and curious girl named Mackenzie, who was 10 years old and loved to learn, would arrive at a cozy little house. This was the home of her dad, Marcus, and her grandma. Marcus was Mackenzie's favorite teacher, and he homeschooled her right from their comfy home, which meant they got to spend lots of special time together. Marcus often worked from his computer nearby, making it easy for them to switch from lessons to laughter in a blink. Every day was a new adventure. One day, they might be exploring the mysteries of outer space with colorful diagrams and fun facts. The next, they could be diving deep into the ocean, learning about shimmering fish and giant whales. Mackenzie loved how every subject felt like a grand journey. Sometimes, their classroom moved. They'd pack a small bag and head to a museum. Imagine learning about dinosaurs by standing right next to a giant skeleton, or discovering ancient civilizations while looking at real artifacts. These field trips made history and science come alive. Back home, lessons were always interactive. One afternoon, they might turn their kitchen into a science lab, making volcanoes erupt with baking soda and vinegar. Another time, they'd build amazing towers with blocks, learning about balance and design. Learning was never boring with Dad. Marcus had a special way of giving tests. Instead of boring quizzes, he'd give Mackenzie fun challenges that made her think creatively. She might have to draw a map of a make-believe land, or write a story from the perspective of a tiny ant. These tests were like puzzles she loved to solve. When their brains needed a break, it was time for lunch. Their favorite spot was Chipotle, where Mackenzie loved picking out all her yummy ingredients for a big, tasty bowl. It was a delicious reward after a morning of hard work. After lunch, if the sun was shining, they'd head to the playground. Mackenzie loved to swing as high as she could, feeling like she was flying through the sky. She'd slide down the swirly slide and climb to the top of the jungle gym, letting all her energy out. Once her schoolwork was completely done, it was time for some well-deserved fun. Mackenzie loved to relax on her comfy beanbag chair and play Roblox on her iPad. She'd build amazing worlds, design cool characters, and even create her own games. It was another way to be creative and have a blast. Mackenzie's grandmother, Marcus's mom, was her biggest fan. Grandma was always so proud of Mackenzie's progress and loved to hear about her latest adventures. She'd often be nearby, asking, "What amazing thing did you learn today, Sweet Pea?" Mackenzie's magical homeschooling adventures showed her that learning could happen anywhere, and that family time was the best time. With her dad by her side and grandma nearby, every day was a perfect balance of exciting lessons, fun adventures, and plenty of time to play and be herself.